Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Positional and Maneuvering Chess. You know the principle already. We are looking forward to improving our pieces, seeing which piece has some scope to become better, and then execute this plan. So we are right in this position. Take your time, take up to 3 minutes here. Try to make a decision which piece you want to improve. Welcome back, and we will straight discuss some possibilities and the pros and cons of different plans. So let's have a look at the pieces. Who is doing something, who is doing nothing. So let's start from this side. This knight here, is it good or bad? I would actually saying it's fine because the knight is attacking a weakness. It already has a chop. We will see a plan to improve this knight, but we will also see that it's not the strongest because this piece is already very good, and in general it's better to improve pieces which are not yet that good. So let's have a look at the next piece, this rook on e1. Is it good or is it bad? And I would actually say it's kind of bad because the rook is just passive. e3 doesn't really need protection because black cannot attack it. So there is scope to improve this rook. We will also discuss this idea. How about this rook on b3? Is it good or is it bad? I would say neither of them. It's not good, but it's not bad either. It might support the b pawn, but maybe there is something more useful to do on the a file later. But yeah, that's impossible for now anyway, because this knight is there. And coming to this knight, I think it's very obvious that this knight is not perfect. This knight just has a defensive role, and yeah, that's not great because we are stuck in some kind of passivity, and we also need this knight maybe to attack the e4 pawn to put more pressure. And yeah, congrats if you spotted knight b1, knight d2, which is a great improvement of the knight. The knight is then not only doing a defensive work here, the knight is also doing defensive work here, blocking the pawn, never needing to be afraid of d2 or any pushes. And the knight is also doing, yeah, aggressive work, threatening the e4 pawn. So the knight is much more useful on d2. And with some experience, you will find such thing quite easy, because this is kind of, yeah, a perfect blockading spot for the knight. The knight is blocking the passer and really also having some targets and protecting our own weaknesses. Also opening the a file for the rook. So the solution is knight b1 and then improve the knight. And that's what happened in the game. And white got some slight advantage after rook fe8 and later some huge advantage. So let's have a look at alternative plans you may have come up with. For example, maybe you have tried to bring this knight to d2, also doing the blockade work, also attacking e4. But this time white is a bit slower because there will be no real pressure on e4, because we first remove one attacker and then put it there again, and then we need time again to put another attacker there, which is just too long. And black gets counterplay with a great maneuver. Knight f6, rook c8. Already, yeah, having a look at the white weakness here, and then rerouting the knight to c5, and suddenly the weaknesses outweigh each other and black is getting counterplay. And this wouldn't have happened if white chose the right knight to d2, because in this case the black knight is really kind of stuck, because yeah, e4 needs protection immediately. And that's the real difference when you improve a piece which is doing nothing compared to improving maybe a piece which is already doing something. You get much greater, yeah, reward if you improve the bad pieces. Okay, finally, let's have a look at another option, which is the second best option, playing rook a1 first. Bring the rook to the open file, improving this rook, and only then improving the knight. But this has a slight drawback after rook c8, because it becomes more work to reroute the knight, because the c4 pawn is a bit vulnerable and we cannot easily play knight b1 any longer. It's possible to switch back to this plan, but again, white is coming a bit late for attacking the e4 pawn. Black is using maybe some tactics. This pawn is untouchable due to knight c5, and the knight will land here, and the knight is quite good there, protecting this passer, protecting here, and it's not that easy. So, and that's it for this video. I hope you could learn something from it, gain some experience in maneuvering. If so, please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.